What's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever the hell you might be. Doesn't really matter because it's the internet. We're all here. So, welcome, everybody. Welcome to another edition. This is the Lore Games. If this is your first time joining us, you might see other people other than me, which is weird, but it shouldn't be. You might recognize Flint. The bag on the head kind of gives them away. But what are the Lore Games? Well, the Lore Games are what we call our 30,000 foot view of the adult fantasy universe. So, what we're doing here is I have some fantastic creative friends and allies, and us on the screen combined with you in chat. We actually are crafting the big, ginormous milestones of the adult fantasy universe. Before we can come up with really cool stories and really memorable events and battles and all the cool stuff, we need to kind of know what's happening, right? Rachel says someone needs to mute Echo. I think. Oh, is it me? It should be me. I think I'm the only one with I think I'm the only one that has actually a mic on.
You're the only one with the mic on, yeah.
Yeah, you're the problem.
Story of his life.
Oh, like I have an echo to you guys?
Sound good to me.
No, you seem fine to us.
Right. Rages, it's your problem, bro. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Let me know if it's still an echoey Rages, and I'll see if I can do something. But yeah, so basically, before we can do all of the cool action stuff and the memorable, crossover events and big exploding stuff, we have to kind of have the goalposts, right? Just like in animation, the animation director creates a keyframe here and a keyframe here, and then the animator is the one that decides how that character gets to that other point in time. We're doing the same thing over a vast area of space. So this public group, just as an FYI, it is full of spoilers. This is the creation of the spoilers. So if you like spoilers or you don't want anything spoiled, you kind of like surprise, you may want to turn your ears off, but certainly come join us and give us some of your ideas because we all want to share. So without further ado, with that said, let me introduce our wonderful gaming panel for the night, because the Lord Games is a game. Over here, this guy right here in his ear is Andrew Charper. Andrew is not only a very good storyteller and a writer and a professional artist. He's released dozens of indie graphic novels that I always stare at right over here. I have an entire shelf full.
Dozens.
If you include the sketchbooks, come on.
More
I have
like
half
4.
a shelf. It's bullshit. I've got
5,
I got a half a shelf of your stuff over here. Regardless, however many versions of stuff this man has done, he's also a phenomenal retailer. He has a fantastic comic business. So he's in the business of storytelling all the way through. Andrew, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Awesome. And in this corner, right down here, right there,
it's Todd's crotch.
Crotch. Underneath my crotch is Zach Arbella.
Zach, I'm so sorry. I couldn't help it.
Zach is Zach is an author. He's written 13 novels. He's also writing the adult fantasy adventure novel, which is going to be awesome. I'm so excited. Zach, welcome, brother.
Yo.
Awesome, man. You feeling good tonight?
I feel.
You feel, period. The great thing. Great.
Yeah, no, sorry. The bourbon's starting to kick in.
Good. Everyone should have bourbon. Right on, brother. Welcome. And then over here, over here.
Directions are hard.
Directions are hard with the reverse camera.
Hi, I'm Flint.
How you doing, brother?
Doing okay.
Welcome to the show tonight. As always. So how are you, man? Are you ready for the games tonight?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. And before we do it, we're going to say a little bit hi to chat. Coffee, what's up, brother? Hey-o, welcome. Dusty says holla.
Hey, Dusty.
Dusty says, I might need search and rescue soon. It's like 90 degrees in our house and we've run out of food that doesn't require cooking.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So you have one up on me. I will say that, of course, our air conditioner blew out and it's the one that we have a couple of them and it's the one that actually controls this office. And I'm just like, it is like 80 degrees, which doesn't seem hot, but for me, it's like I'm melting. So I know it's not 90.
He's not wearing his sweater, and that's how you know. He's not wearing his hoodie.
That's right. When has anybody ever seen me not wear a hoodie? Like anybody? Has anybody ever seen me not wear a hoodie?
At least a decade.
At least a decade. Has anyone seen me not wear a hoodie in at least a decade? See, they can't say anything because they know It's true. Willie D, what's up, brother? He says, "What's up, y'all? How you doing?" And then he says, "Somebody take out a poll in your neighborhood or what?" And then Dusty says, "Scheduled maintenance." But he's been like that all day, I believe. What else we got? We've got Rageous, what's up, man? Sweat out the demons. That's right. We're gonna sweat those demons out. Hi, what's up?
We're using that in the story somewhere.
Welcome.
Oh, no.
That's right. And Dusty says, "How's the view from there, Zach?" Because you're like under. It's just mean. Anyway.
I know nothing.
This is true. We all know that. We're all good. All right. So let's check out the board and we'll see where we are from last time. Somebody has speakers and earphones going with an open mic. Who is that? Is it me? Speakers and earphones.
I got headphones on.
I got headphones on.
It drew to you.
Let me see. Well, let's check.
Oh, crap. Hold on a second. I might be using the wrong mic. Hold on. Here. Does that sound better?
Sounds the same to me.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my mic here instead of my mic in front of me.
Oh, okay. I'll just double check my own stuff. It says I'm using my mic up here, and then my speaker is my headphones, so I should be okay. Ray, just let me know, brother. Does that sound better to you? It's not. Everyone sounds good on our end, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
If I was the problem, I'm sorry.
No worries. We'll keep going, Ray. Just you let us know. So this is the board. I'm going to assume it's me, by the way, if it's still working. I don't, because it's usually something I did. So if it's still not working correctly, I'll like rip out plugs or something. So this is our board. So for those, Ray just says maybe me then. Maybe.
If anyone else notices,
Dusty, hype, Willie D, does it sound good to you guys? Let us know. Anyway, while we're figuring that out, this is the board. So if this is your first time viewing the board, what we have been doing is we have been creating a tremendous amount of story. This goes all the way down here and all the way over here. And this is a game that we've created. We've based it on another game called Microscope, and then we've modified it for storytelling purposes. And basically, the real simple way to think about this is that periods at the top, think of periods as episodes, and this is a season. So episode 1 is called, episode 1 might be called Blood and Metal. Episode 2 might be called The Gloam Awakens. Episode 3, Are You Sure? And so on. And then inside of these episodes are events, which are what happens. And inside of events are scenes. And so what we're doing is we have gone several rounds to kind of do the spaghetti game where you're just kind of coming up with cool stuff and you're putting it out there. Most of it is crap, but some of it is really freaking good. And then what we did starting 2 weeks ago is we dialed into Blood and Metal, and we used the story circle, which I will share here. I should have pulled that up, but I don't actually have it on this computer. I'll have to figure that out. But we have a story circle that goes through everything and really helps us hone in the story in a structured way. And so we've been kind of starting to go down the list and change the stuff. So, gentlemen, tonight, so we're going to skip the Gloam Awakens. We did that last week, and we've been doing some work on this because this is the seed of what the novel will be. And so we've actually taken this off and pushed it into another board. So we're going to ignore the Gloam Awakens tonight. Blood and Metal is finished. Who wants to do this? I think I'm going to nominate Drew. Drew, which story should we focus on tonight?
Oh boy, let me think. Let me see here.
While you do that, I'm going to see if I can pull up the story circle. Let me see if I can Google it because I didn't actually send it to myself here.
Now I'm only seeing like 4 other storylines. Are You Sure? The Auditor of Destiny, Her Name is Jurassica, and The Grand Heist. Which I think The Grand Heist is where we started.
You need to scroll to the bottom of the screen. There's actually a second scroll bar down.
Yeah, you can either use your trackpad or there's a second scroll bar at the bottom.
Well, how the hell is that going to help me if it's all the way at the bottom?
Well, it's right there.
All right, Leftovers. What am I looking at here? Hold on. There's a bunch of stuff in here that doesn't have any titles. Oh, this thing is screwy.
Okay, should I pay? Flint, you want to pick? No, I'm just kidding.
All right, Belly of the Beast looks interesting. I don't remember what that one was, but are we able to move it over to where it's like if it was number 3 on the list?
Yeah, well, you can't move it over, but we can just do it. So we'll just jump to it.
Oh,
so which one are you thinking about doing?
I don't remember what Belly of the Beast was, but
Belly of the Beast, right here.
Yeah.
That's the swallowed heroes awaken inside the primordial. So we probably have to also figure out how they get swallowed. And while we do that, I'm going to we're gonna have to find this story circle real quick.
All right, hold on. Let's see what we got here. The swallowed heroes awaken in the primordial. The hordes of the dead must join in the battle with the primordial or face loan repayment penalties. Tyrion uses alien spacecraft teleporter to prove Triceracop's innocence, but is disintegrated in the process. Oh my gosh, this one's all over the place.
Yes, and that we can work on it.
All right. Well,
or if you want, you can choose another. I'm giving you the lead on this tonight. So,
well, I'm just trying to think. The heroes are swallowed by the primordial, so this has to take place after the primordial has risen.
Right.
The primordial has come to the Dome City and started to wreak havoc with with Brooklyn and Hyper Brooklyn and Under Brooklyn and any other Brooklyns we haven't found yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think of giving it a good starting point.
This, in my mind, this is the climax, right? This is sort of they're fighting, this is sort of like the end game moment. I would assume we're kind of in that end game phase.
Yeah, well, then let's not do this because there's so much other stuff that builds up to this. And we kind of need to, I don't know, in my mind, we need to go in order.
Okay. You know? Let's do it. So you want to go to Are You Sure?
All right, which ones Are You Sure?
That's the third one over. And I'm going to really quick remove this and share my screen so I can also share the lore games. I mean,
all right.
There we
go. Sorry.
No worries.
All right, give me a quick overview on what Are You Sure? What it's about, because I'm kind of lost in it.
Okay, so Are You Sure? I'll just go ahead and read it, and then we can kind of figure it out together.
Okay.
Are You Sure? there's a show, there's an explosion at the show, at a hardcore rock show. There's nightmares. Something is causing these nightmares. Supposedly, according to this, what is causing the nightmares? The primordial is stirring in his ancient slumber, and just that is enough to give like people nightmares. Taryn wakes up from a strikingly realistic nightmare. People in the bar share their nightmares, and apparently it's strikingly similar, meaning that there are a lot of people that are having the same kind of nightmare, right? Then the Dead Awaken, and then you had a 3D Rip in Space opens, which was the Andrew deviation variant cover.
Well, this all sounds like it could be connected to the Gloam Dome, in the fact that the primordial stirring and causing nightmare creatures from under Brooklyn to come out. This is all within that same story. Or it seems to me it's all within that story. This sounds more like stories taking place within the Gloam Dome story.
Possibly. So if you wanted to do that, then we can bounce over to Auditors of Destiny. I'm just saying, hey,
I'm just trying to filibuster you for an hour and a half. See?
I know.
I'm just
Everyone else
kidding.
is like, this is the easiest games ever.
Auditor of Destiny, the Auditors. Did we ever have a resolution to the Gloam Dome story, or
no? So the Gloam story, the Gloam Awakens. We've started to use that inside of bullet points for the novel. We actually Zach and I actually worked on a little bit on that today, based on this. So we should have some actual better bullet points in the next week or two. But right now, I would just say that Are You Sure is almost like a standalone episode. It could tie in, but it's basically like, imagine, for the sake of argument, imagine that Gloam Awakens is not there. So we went from Blood and Metal, which is sort of the history of the first encounter with the primordial. Flash forward, I guess, to the present. Are You Sure? And then Bob's Your Uncle.
Yeah, see, I just imagined that what we're talking about with Are You Sure, that is like stories that take place within the Gloam Dome story. At least that's how it appears to me.
Like small vignettes or something?
Right, exactly. Or stories within that story.
Okay. I don't think that's a problem at all. If you want to try, we could kind of push. I do think we have to push it through the story structure circle. So maybe if you wanted to have you could do 3 or 4 stories that also overlap or something, but it still has to have, if you're doing 4 short stories, then you're going to be doing 4 story structure circles, like small ones, right? So that might be a lot of work.
Yeah. Is there a conclusion to the Gloam Dome story?
The conclusion to the Gloam Dome story, and
primordial breaks the dome and everything goes crazy.
Inside of the Gloam Dome story, primordial is actually not in it.
Right.
Like it's another. Basically, the Gloam Dome story is another demon kind of coming through and creating the great smushing. And the end result, the end result is Hyper Brooklyn with all these different divisions and kind of dimensions overlapping with all these different weird areas, right?
So it's the story pretty much sets up the world that we're playing in.
Totally. So this could be this could be the first story focusing on the people and how they're reacting to this new weird. I mean, it's almost like if you were walking from one corner of town, which was normal, and then the next corner was a Western world, and the next corner was like a volcano, and the next one after that was like a hell demon scape with knights battling or something. Like it can be kind of these different areas of the map we can kind of figure out.
Right. Okay. So we... So do we want to address stories within the dome?
I think that's what cool.
Okay. Trying to think of what one I would want to tackle.
Zach, I'm going to mute you for just a second, bud. Yeah, I mean, and I know that Taryn ends up, I believe, popping up inside of Auditors of Destiny as well, I think, or is it the other one? It's well, Taryn and Jurassica start to show up, so I think Taryn might be. Yeah, Taryn is in Auditors of Destiny a little bit, potentially.
Now, is that a character you already have created, or
no idea? Just totally whatever. We could change her name too. Like, doesn't matter. But not an existing character.
I have a Taryn that works at my company. She works in billing.
Maybe Taryn works in billing.
Yep. Okay. All right. Here, I got an idea.
All right.
So the character, I'm just going to talk. I can barely read the screen right now. My eyes are killing me, but I'm just going to talk. And if any of these ideas work, you let me know.
Okay.
I'm going to focus on Taryn wakes from a strikingly realistic nightmare. For some reason, I'm thinking of the beginning of The Walking Dead, but not with zombies for this particular story, but with demons and nightmare creatures. She wakes up, and it doesn't say where she's waking up from. So let's say she's waking up in a hospital bed.
I was gonna say that. I was like, maybe she comes out of a coma or something.
That's right.
Up. Yeah.
And she's waking up in a hospital, and utter chaos is happening outside. Demons are everywhere, and she has no clue what has happened because she was asleep or in a coma while all this stuff is happening. So I'm going to take inspiration from Walking Dead, but we're going to go in a completely different direction. Even though there is zombies in the story somewhere, that's not going to be the focus. I don't know. I kind of have it. I like the name Taryn, and maybe I want to delve a little bit into who she is. Maybe she doesn't remember. Maybe she's actually like a really kick-ass type character, but doesn't know it. She's got to get into a situation that forces those instincts, those abilities, those memories to jumpstart. I don't know exactly what her backstory is. It could be something as simple as like maybe she's a Marine, who was in an accident and was unconscious and in a coma. So she has abilities. She just doesn't know it yet. She's a clean slate, but she's waking up in a nightmare world where creatures are all over the place, and maybe even there's a part of her that doesn't think any of it's real.
I think that's great. I think she thinks, and maybe we can, in the storytelling, we could set it up so that maybe the one thing that she remembers that she suffered from hallucinations, like PTSD, like a PTSD.
Absolutely. Maybe
right?
she has flashbacks to a war zone or something like that while she's dealing with these things. But I imagine I like the name. I think she could be a really kick-ass type character, but just doesn't know it yet.
Let's do it. So
that's my setup.
So what I would do, so let's do this. What we'll do is we'll just start right under Taryn wakes up from a strikingly realistic nightmare. Yeah. And what I'll do,
creating a scene. Is that what I'm doing?
Well,
you're
no,
gonna do it. Okay, you do it.
If I was gonna do it, if your eyes are.
Yeah, it would take me forever to type right now.
No worries. So what we'll do is she wakes up from a strikingly realistic nightmare, and we'll just start. So we have already done one, which is a character in a zone of comfort. Well, Taryn wakes up from a nightmare, so she's not necessarily. It's not that they're comfortable characters; it's that they start in their normal, in a normal place. We're actually kind of breaking that a little bit, but I think you could. I think you could actually do a shot as you and a character in a zone of comfort. You could actually have a date, like a dream sequence where everything is normal for this character.
Well, and then, maybe the zone of comfort is she wakes up and she's in an isolated room where chaos is going on around her or outside of the room. So technically she's safe where she's at, but there's a realization of the chaos. So she wakes up and she's at that exact moment safe and secure, but going on around her is insanity.
I think we leave the
Maybe
insanity
that's a zone of comfort in the fact that she's. I mean, if she was out in the open, or heaven forbid, the door to whatever room she's in was unlocked, she probably wouldn't have woken up. She probably would have been dead. You know.
Okay, so is she gonna pull out plugs like from her arm? Like, is she in a hospital? Like,
Sure. Oh yeah, absolutely. She's got monitors on her and everything, and she doesn't remember how she got there or why she's there. She just knows she's waking up and craziness is happening. I want to put myself in her shoes and go, what the hell would I do?
I would actually flip that a little bit. The only thing that I would change in that would be, or modify would be like she wakes up and it's actually peaceful, like you suggested. But then you kind of like inside of Walking Dead as well. Like you don't just jump into like everything on fire. Like the hospital's empty, and then she goes outside, and the streets are kind of empty, right? There's a weird volcano in the background, or something out of place that doesn't look like it should be in the city, right? Like there are all these things stacking that says this is not normal, this is not normal, this is not normal, and then you start to get a glimpse of something else.
See, maybe that's too much like The Walking.
I don't think so. I think you could do it because they did it with I Am Legend as well, right? Like, you know, they get into a city and it's like you establish the city and the kind of like the negative space of the city. By the way, everybody can feel free to jump in. Chat, Flint, Zach, all you guys, like, no worries.
Well, keep going. We'll add to it.
Okay, so we'll just say this: doesn't know where she is, why she's there, and I'll just say hospital empty because I'm
maybe even doesn't remember who she is either. That might be important.
Doesn't know who she is. Awesome. Now, as the lens through which we see stuff, do you want to add a scene to this, or do you want to add an event, or just kind of say pass? That's my turn, and we're good.
The only thing I think would happen is she wakes up confused, disoriented, looks around. All of these things are things that would normally happen, and then she goes outside. She ventures outside to see what's happening, and from there, somebody can take it from there.
Ray just says maybe she remembers her past, but her physical state prevents her from acting. Oh, that's cool. Like he says doesn't understand where or why, but who. Like she knows who she is, and she knows she can actually have some kind of strength or maybe something. She remembers who she is, but she doesn't know anything else. And her body, because maybe she's been in a coma state or she's been laid up for so long that there's like that, you know, like a body attrition, like almost like atrophy, right? Atrophy. Yeah, like the atrophy has occurred, so she's not going to be at full strength, at least not for the foreseeable future.
I like the idea of not knowing her abilities.
What if we did both?
Finding them as she goes along.
What if we did both? What if we said she wakes up in this isolated room, and then she doesn't know where she is, she doesn't know who she is, hospital's empty, and her body is atrophied, right? Like body is weak, right? Hard to act and move, hard to act. Does that make sense? That's totally logical.
Well, I think if she's atrophied, she wouldn't be able to get out of bed.
Well, not atrophied then, but just weak. A weekend state, because she's, you know, just like all of us.
Maybe just drugged. Maybe just drugged, and she needs time to get out of it.
There you go.
Have the medication or whatever thing is in her, because I mean, you got to get her moving eventually.
Right.
You can't have her be incapacitated the entire time, because then she's dead meat.
Okay. So she's just out of it completely for
she's
now.
She's like under a Twilight medication, and she's coming out of it, but it takes a little bit of time. She's not completely, you know, doesn't need a wheelchair in order to get around, but she's not going to do backflips and kick people's ass right now. But maybe she can in an hour or two.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Okay. Makes sense to me. All right. Is that, you feel like that's a good turn? All right. Flint.
Yep.
Flint, you are up.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about what happens when she goes outside, and what are the unusual things that she sees. Maybe there's an unusual amount of cars on the street and they're all empty. Maybe there's an accident that's happened out front, but all of the people involved have fled. No wildlife, that sort of thing. Like no birds or anything, no sounds. Just unusually quiet.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right.
Massive says, sounds like Beatrice Kiddo.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know that reference, Massive. Now I gotta look it up.
That would be Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wiggle your left toe.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Yeah. So while you're doing that, Flint,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna talk. I think so. As she leaves, because Zach's turn is next, but I'm wondering as she leaves, the next part, number 2, is need. It's like, okay, this character needs something. I assume it's gonna be to figure out she's gonna have to go somewhere. She's gonna have to remember something, or have maybe there's something in her pocket that takes her somewhere. I don't know.
Maybe now is the time to introduce a character from the stories. Have her run across somebody.
Oh, that might be good. Yeah, like one of the characters we haven't used yet. That's a good idea.
Yeah, no, it was mine. Just kidding.
Flint, how you coming?
It's fine. Just muting because
Your keyboard is fine.
loud.
Your keyboard's fine.
I have gotten feedback.
No, whatever.
God, Flint, your keyboard's so loud.
No, it's not loud. It's professional.
Ah. Okay. Just added in a little scene. What are the things that she experiences? The main road is full of cars which are abandoned. An accident has occurred outside, but all involved have fled. There are no sounds one might expect from the city. No traffic, no sound of pedestrians, no voices. And all the birds have fled, so there's no wildlife. And the city is eerily silent.
That's cool. Awesome.
Ta-da!
Good turn. Woo! All right. All right, Zach, you're up, buddy.
You're going to give me a sec. I'm trying to write while balancing a very cuddly cat on my lap right now.
You and Andrew both have cats that attack the computer the minute you work.
You guys are not going to believe this, but I literally was trying to chase a kitten out of my office. She followed the big cat in here, and she's never been in my office before, and she was just having a good time playing with my shoes.
Oh, well.
Aw.
All right, so let me take a look at this. What the? Why is mine? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. All right, so
So we're basically starting inside of Are You Sure?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know where I am right here. I'm right here. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so let's bring in. Taryn wakes up in an isolated room. Okay. Yeah, so let's say.
What do you think they need? What do you think she needs?
Well, I don't know what she needs, but I think what the story needs right now is is one of the heroes to come in and make things interesting. Here we are. Here, come on, get down, get down. Sorry, cat again. All right. So I'm going to add a new event.
Go for it. While you're doing that, while you do that, I'm gonna open the windows. I'm gonna try to get some airflow in here. We're all dying.
All right.
Go for it.
Okay, so 5. Clouds darken the sky. All right, this might seem inappropriate, but it's funny. In a purple flash of light, something appears above the city. A UPS truck. A celestial UPS truck. Descends down, cringing on where the earth, and comes to a halt before Taryn's apartment building. From it emerges solar mannequin. Carrying a package for her. Addressed to Queen Taryn. Queen Taryn. I can't write this damn thing. Queen Taryn, Queen Taryn, to the most dreaded and feared Blood Queen, Taryn.
Blood Queen.
Taryn the Tyrant.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Master of the 9 worlds of endless misery. Mistress, sorry. Mistress is
yes.
Mistress of Misery.
Misery.
Taryn. Wait, do we just count Taryn, Mistress of Misery?
Revered. I keep misspelling Taryn as Taryn.
It's okay.
Revered leader of the endless ravening horde. The endless ravening horde, and horde amid numerous other titles. Most current one being head of social media for EZZ Promotions.
Oh my God, what is happening?
EZ Promotions. Apparently He approaches the door and rings the door and knocks. A moment later, the roof blows off. All right, let me just clear up the spelling for this. So I guess the idea is that she's in fact an alien princess hiding out or in exile on Earth. In her previous life, she was a leader. She was a leader of warriors, a mistress of a bloody army that slaughtered that slaughtered all who stood in her way. But she decided to take a vacation and is now working as head of social media marketing for a for a record label. So the idea is that I think the idea is that she's this dreaded warrior queen who has personally slaughtered like 1,000 men in single combat at once is now handling social media posts for a spoiled pop princess.
I love it. It's just so weird.
What the hell?
Wow.
Do with that?
Clouds darken the sky, purple and flash, something appears in the sky. Celestial, yeah. Oh my god! All right.
I kind of want to explore that now.
Yeah.
So it's like she would be the the social media maven for I don't know, Olivia Rodrigo or maybe Miley Cyrus, just one of the more annoying millennial pop stars or Generation Z pop stars. I mean, what do I know? I'm a Gen Xer. I stopped listening to music after 2002.
All right. So that's awesome. Okay. Wow. So we have Taryn who has left the hospital, and then really we have this people in the bar thing, but I feel like that's going to be moved or changed or something.
That's going away. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I'm just going to move this south. Just to have it.
Yeah. Well, Mastiff says sounds like Beatrice Kiddo or Kill Bill.
Right. Yeah.
And I'll smack talk Olivia all I want. But first of all, I want to know who's Olivia. Hey, you want me to play the grumpy old man? I will. I'll raise my fist and shout at the sky. The man yells at a cloud. But all right, hey, I'm here. That's it. I'm here all week, children.
That's right. Okay, so war games, everybody. War games. So Taryn wakes up. She's in an isolated room. She doesn't know where she is, and she is like, she kind of is wandering out, and then empty street, kind of this wasteland, or this strange vibe because there's no one, no sounds, no animals. But then there's a cut in front of, basically comes in front of Taryn's apartment building, but we haven't established that Taryn knows where she lives. So I think I'm going to just mute your mic for a second, Zach. There you go. Thanks, man.
Yeah, sorry about the aircon.
No worries. So I think that we still have to go and kind of find out what. So I think what you did, Zach, is you kind of did the number 3, go. They enter an unfamiliar situation, because that's certainly going to send the story in a completely different direction, which is cool. So I think what I should do is focus on the need, which is Taryn, who doesn't know who she is or where she is or what's going on, and she's waking up and she's in this kind of weird environment. I'm gonna say that this is an event, and I'm gonna say Taryn. I'm gonna say that she's kind of I'm gonna give her a little bit of a personality type, where Taryn wanders into an abandoned coffee shop, or abandoned empty, and instinctively goes over to the espresso machine and makes a cup. as she sits, and I'll figure out typos later. As she sits, and tries to take it all in, she reaches in her pocket and pulls out a scrap of paper with an address on it. The note says, when you wake up, go here. And so that should at least head her in the right direction, so that maybe she, that sets her up in the right direction, so that she can kind of mosey towards this place, and then the crazy thing happens. I don't know. I don't know if it's that strong. I feel like it can be stronger, but we need to get her from. She needs to have some kind of thing, and you know what? In fact, I'll add. What she needs is she needs to discover who she is, right, and what is going on. And I do like the idea that Drew had, like, maybe she's also drugged. Like, we established that she's drugged, or we established that she has like trouble with hallucinations, so that when weird stuff starts, you don't really know whether it's real or whether it's in her mind. But I think that'll come. Does that sound all right, guys? Anything I can add to that? All right, cool.
Yep, sounds good.
Nope, it works into my next point. So
all right, there you go.
Right now.
Go for it, Andrew. You're up.
Give me a second to just finish typing this.
I'm sitting here looking at old comic books. Look at that. Old school Bishop #1. Anybody? Or is this issue #1? Yeah, issue #1.
Carlos Panchenko, right?
Yep. One of his early books. So good stuff, man. So good.
All right, this is gonna jump around a little bit, but you'll get the idea.
Okay.
Taryn's walking down the abandoned street, wondering where the people are, and feeling something is following her. She turns, and what appears to be a man is following her. As he gets closer, she realizes he has 6 arms, 2 heads, and a long reptilian tail. The creature begins to chase her. She runs, she falls, and as the creature lunges for her, Devoid jumps on the creature and slays it. Devoid wipes the green blood off her knife and then realizes who she just saved and bows before her. "My queen," she says, as Taryn is in shock.
Okay.
So it's bringing Devoid into the story, and Devoid recognizes her and bows to what I just said.
Yes.
How do you spell slays? Because obviously I don't
S-L-A-Y-S.
S-L-A-Y-S. Gotcha. All right. Now either Devoid can stay in the story, or Devoid can leave and send her on her way. But
Where is it sitting?
I'm
Are you still typing?
Yeah, I'm still typing. Wait a minute. Actually, this should be down. This should be after. I don't know how to move it.
If you roll over it in the top left-hand corner, there's like these little. It's called a hamburger menu.
Okay.
You just click and drag.
All right. It should come after Zach's. Clouds darken. Tyrion walks down. Let's see. Where's your part? I missed it.
Mine was.
Oh, you have his part after yours. Okay.
Yeah, because I was doing number 2, which is need. But really, the truth is, it seems like we still have another night of like kind of throwing eggs at this a little bit, which is good. Kind of throwing the spaghetti.
All right, I'm moving it past his. It kind of like what Zach wrote is kind of revealing to the readers something she doesn't know, and then now I'm revealing kind of tease of it to her.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do, totally.
Frickin' A. English is my third language. I don't know what I'm saying.
It's okay.
All right, there you go. There's my contribution for the moment.
All right.
Inspire me, Flint. Inspire me.
That's I would try my best. So
yeah, this one went off the rails quick.
Yeah. Yeah,
we can still keep it in line.
No, it's good. It's totally good.
So
what is that?
Oh my goodness gracious!
Who was?
What's
somebody was opening a bag of potato chips, Andrew.
No, it was a cookie. It's a cookie from Publix.
Ooh.
Not potato chips. I would never do that to you.
So, I'm thinking about why Taryn is in the hospital. And I have some thoughts, which I will put in real quick. I'm putting it in as a scene. The scene's kind of in the answer, so
okay.
Yeah, it's a little funky, but why is Taryn in the hospital? She's on vacation from being a tyrant. She might as well enjoy herself, right? In fact, she enjoyed herself a little too hard at an Easy Z industry party, got drunk on margaritas, and attempted to steal Olivia Rodrigo's Grammy. Security was not pleased.
This is a weird fucking episode, dude. All right.
Now I'm going to go fix all my typos.
All right. So that is a scene. For sure. Why not?
That is most certainly a scene.
Why not? This is Zach. You are up to bat, sir.
Okay. Give me 1 second, please. All right. Where did she put that? Okay, so we'll say that why is Taryn in the hospital? She's on vacation from being a tyrant. In fact, she enjoyed herself a little too hard and easy. Okay, so let's say I'm going to add another scene here. That why did she? Now, are we working on the assumption that she doesn't remember who she is, or she does?
Not really sure.
Well, we had it where we established that she doesn't know where she is or why she's there, and she doesn't know who she is.
Okay,
but that's been a little. It doesn't. We can change it.
All right. Why doesn't she remember where she is or who she is? Okay. Turns out that one of the pop stars, EZZ, EZZ is. It turns out that It turns out that the owner of EZZ Promotions is another alien space tyrant in hiding.
Oh my god! This is
On vacation. An old enemy of hers who has put in motion plot to get his revenge, which starts with him slipping poison into her drink. Unfortunately, he picked the wrong poison, and instead of killing her, it drove her. It got her both drunk, stoned, tripping,
Every day.
and
God.
drunk, stoned, tripping, and drunk, stoned, tripping, and I don't know what's
Oh, no.
and high as a kite all at once. And she created a scene at the party in front of dozens of influencers, dozens of photographers and influencers. I'm still not sure to this day what an influencer does, but it seems like a lot of fun.
They influence.
And before running off into the night, screaming bloody murder. All right, she was found trying to take a bath in the lake in Prospect Park, and was taken in for a psych eval.
Oh, God.
We have lost control of this game tonight.
She
That
has
is okay.
temporary
That is
amnesia,
okay.
which is
Oh,
probably
boy.
for the best. Since she is going to be very angry when she remembers what happened. All right. Yeah, let me know if that works, guys.
That's rhetorical. Why does she remember who she is? Turns out Promotions is another alien space tyrant on vacation. An old enemy of hers who has put in motion a plot to get his revenge, which starts him with slipping poison into her drink. Unfortunately, he picked the poison, and instead of killing her,
You picked the wrong poison. Sorry.
he picked the wrong poison, and instead of killing her, it got her both drunk, stoned, tripping, and high as a kite all at once, and she created a scene at the party in front of dozens of photographers and influencers before running off into the night screaming bloody murder. She was found trying to take a bath in the lake in Prospect Park and was taken in for a psych eval. She has temporary amnesia, which is probably for the best, since she is going to be very angry when she remembers what happened. Holy cow.
All right.
All right. I have no idea what to do to this thing.
We'll look at it this way. We now have another character NFT to sell. Taryn, the Mistress of Misery.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, Taryn, the Mistress of Misery.
I'm gonna mute now. Okay.
Okay, thanks, you, Ben. All right.
Well, not my turn.
Not yet. You can. If you want to take my turn, you can.
Oh, I've already written something out, but it's continuing my part of the story. So
I know. Well, that's what you do. I know this. We know the Andrew game. Taryn needs to discover who she is and what's going on. So then we've got Solar Mannequin arriving. Okay. Interesting. Oh boy. Fuck it. So like, okay, let's assume. I know it's. What? So let's assume that this stuff happens, and then but she has to. But she has to. She needs to be. So she goes to her apartment, and then her world is turned upside down because now she realizes she's this queen, this feared blood queen, and a tyrant. But there needs to be some kind of mission because she really needs to go into that search and find mode. So I'm gonna say that. All right. I'm gonna say Taryn opens the package. And to find a holodisk. On activating it, she sees a hologram appears. Who should appear? Does it need to be anyone from AF, or should I just do a new character? I've been thinking like maybe like a. Oh. Well, we have aren't we using
Solar Mannequin?
Well, in Auditors, we have Solar Mannequin in there, but in Auditors of Destiny, it's Triceracop arresting Taryn. I'm just gonna flow. A kingpin like figure appears. He requests her presence. That's all I got.
I got something for it.
All right. So Taryn opens a package to find a holodesk. Upon activating it, a hologram of a kingpin-like figure appears. He requests her presence. Drew, I guess you are up. Or not.
yeah, I'm just adding something. Hold on. All right. I just want you to know that the words of the day are flying monkey demons.
God.
Devoid offers to take Queen Taryn to safety and protect her, but Taryn doesn't believe this massive brute of a woman. Taryn tries to run from Devoid and gets away, but runs smack into a group of winged monkey demons. A few grab her and take to the skies as the others hoot and holler and cheer the group's next delicious meal. Devoid catches up to Taryn and starts slaughtering the flying monkey demons who stayed behind, and then starts chasing after the flying monkey demons, leaving with Taryn. Devoid catches up to them and hurls her knife, killing the flying monkey demons, but Taryn begins to fall to her death. Da da da! That's the end of my scene. I know what happens next if anybody wants to not do it, but... But there you go. That's my scene.
All right.
Wow. It runs away. Never catches up to Taryn. Yeah. Okay, Flint.
Wait. Where did you put the opens the package thing?
It's right below what you just typed, I think. Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
You want me to move it? I can move it.
No. It's just there's going to be other stuff that has to happen before she can open up a package.
Oh, sure.
So
no worries.
So, Todd, you left a question open a bit, which is, what does the Kingpin say to Taryn? And in my view, he says simply, your vacation is over. Finish the job. Awaken the primordial.
Oh, right on. There you go. Great.
Nice and easy.
Hey, what's up, J-Rod? J-Rod's hanging out. J-Rod, hey, y'all, just finished up working. Driving to the gym to get punched repeatedly in the nose.
Have fun?
Quite honestly, that's what it feels like tonight on Lore Games.
No.
No, I'm kidding. J-Rod's always
just
getting
you.
his ass
Just
kicked.
for you.
Just me. J-Rod's always getting his ass kicked. It's like he's a professional ass getting kicked person. Ass kicky? Is that a word? Ass kick. Zach, you are up, sir.
Uh-oh.
Do you fall asleep? Zach. J-Ross says he's the beta. The beta of the gym.
Sorry about that. I had to attend to something.
Fair enough.
All right. So the lens now or something else? Just adding something.
We're gonna go ahead and add something because we're kind of focusing on. If you want to be, we really should do that. And really, Flint should have been the next lens. So I apologize to Flint.
All right.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll forgive you this time.
All right. So your vacation is over. Finish the job. Awaken the primordial. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm going to add a new event here. Okay.
Good.
And this is actually kind of related to some of the stuff that Todd and I talked about earlier today, actually.
No fair. That's like having insider knowledge. Come on.
All right, then. Fine. If you feel that way,
You're supposed to make this up on
On the fly.
on the fly and by the seat of your pants. And
all right, then fuck it then. I'll
go. You're fine.
Okay, in a loft in Bushwick, Full Metal Jackson is practicing with his band when his cell phone rings. Phone rings. It's a message from the same Kingpin figure. Kingpin figure. She's about to awaken the primordial. You know what needs to be done. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Hold on. And then I'm going to add. Then I'm going to create a scene there saying, "Who is the kingpin?" All right. In a hotel room in an unknown location, a big, large kingpin figure puts down a phone. His eyes glow for a moment. Then his head and body slump. A door opens in his back. Out steps a teenage girl who has a familial resemblance to Taryn and a satisfied smirk on her face. It's Taryn's younger sister who seeks to usurp her place, to usurp her throne, and destroy the earth as a way of boosting her rep. All right, how does that work for you guys?
Why not?
All right, so
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
So you don't like it?
No, it's good. It's good. It's fine. I'm just playing. Dude.
I'm just, I figure some familial strife is always good.
That's good.
All right. We could also say that the teenage girl is actually also masquerading as a pop star for EZZ Productions. Yeah. In the meantime, she is pretending to be
Olivia Rodrigo,
a major pop star / influencer for the same company her sister works for. Without anyone noticing. All right. I'm not sure if that's light or dark. I'll just leave it beige, I guess. So how does that work for you guys?
Looks good, dude. Let me see where it is. I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna throw something kind of random in, but I'm gonna say, as the Earth cracks and begins to rise beneath him, Full Metal Jackson recites the incantation. He's in shock and visibly upset that he has been called to such a task. And that actually will go right here. Or not. Where'd it go? Oh, yes, that's right. So we have the Dead Awaken, and so I was like, you know what? We were talking about what has to be done with Full Metal. So Full Metal is actually the one called to Rise the Dead.
Okay.
Drew, your turn. I'm going to mute myself for just 1 second. I'm going to try to open a window or another window or something because it is bloody hot in here. I will be right back.
No, may wait till you get back.
No, go for it.
All right, as Taryn apparently falls to her death, a giant fiery pit splits open the middle of the street and swallows Taryn into the bowels of the Under Brooklyn. Devoid doesn't hesitate to jump into the pit and follow her queen down to hell. See, now where's he at?
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I was prepared. I was ready to go. And he leaves us to open a window. Our glorious leader has left us.
This gives me time to figure out what I'm doing. Because I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither. I'm just making it up as we go along, you know?
Mm-hmm.
At some point, she's got to go back to her apartment and get the package. But right now, she's in hell.
All right. Working on the problem of why her sister wants the throne. Something like this.
Did you think I was going to take a long time?
No, I know you were going to write something. Where did you write so I can catch up?
After the duh, it says, as Taryn apparently falls to her death, a giant fiery pit splits open the middle of the street and swallows Taryn into the bowels of the Under Brooklyn. Devoid doesn't hesitate to jump into the pit and follow her queen down to hell.
All right.
I was just saying that at some point, she's got to go back to her apartment. But right now, she's in hell.
Such a weird story.
So I'm working on why her sister wants the throne. And my thinking is, she always saw herself as more talented, more tyrannical than her sister. And she was never really satisfied with the fact that the throne went to the oldest by default. On top of that, we had that betting pool going with the primordial and whether or not it would destroy the earth. So maybe she's bet a whole lot of money on that. All right, there we go.
Which one is this?
So I put it under who is the Kingpin figure, which I'm realizing is under Full Metal. Oh yeah, it's under Full Metal Jackson, practicing with his band.
Oh, okay.
Which is I see how that.
Oh,
ties
I see.
Okay.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Why does this sister want to do this?
Yeah.
Her sister. All right. Very cool.
Cool.
Zach, you are up, sir.
Okay. For some reason, I have a song stuck in my head now.
Which song would that be?
I fought the Clash. I fought the Law, and the Law won.
I could see that. It makes total sense.
It was an Olivia Rodrigo song, but fortunately I beat my head against the wall really hard. No offense to anyone in the comments who's a fan of Olivia Rodrigo. She's a very talented young woman, but like I said, I'm an old fogey, and as far as I'm concerned, anything recorded after 2002 doesn't exist. Yeah. What can I say? Incubus forever.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so why does sister want to do this? Okay. I like that. All right. So the Dead Awaken. All right. Let's see. But Taryn falls to her death, follows the queen down to hell. Okay. All right. I'm going to add a scene here. What happens when Taryn and Dee get to hell? They fall into the clutches of the king of hell. However, he immediately recognizes Taryn as someone
This is so strange.
It's such a strange story.
who has done a lot to increase the population. Hades through her many wars of conquest. He decides to send her back, thinking that she would do him, thinking that she would be of greater service to the armies of hell as a sort of recruiting sergeant. The world above.
I do think this can be refined into just a really weird, like, slice of life and adult fantasies hyper Brooklyn. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this definitely has something there. Holy crap.
Taryn and Dee wake up in a wake up in a bar on Bedford Avenue. Bedford Avenue, where the bartender hands them a bill, hands them a bar tab, and asks if they know anything about the zombie walk outside.
The zombie walk, like it's a bar hopping event.
Yeah,
It's like a fun run.
Yeah, like it's just another set weekend in hyper Brooklyn.
All right, so apologies if that threw your demon hell plot line off, but anyway, what do you think,
No,
guys?
I honestly had no idea where I was going with it, so that works.
Yeah,
But I think there should be something about, he agrees to send them back unharmed if she agrees, like, to marry him or something. But I think that's been used before, or maybe that's something she doesn't realize that was part of the deal, and that happens at the end of the story.
All right.
Is he shows up to accept his betrothment?
All right. That's interesting. All right. That works for me.
That was my contribution. I'm done. Sorry.
No worries. Zach, where was yours?
It's under. As Taryn falls to her death, a giant fiery pit opens up in the middle of the street and swallows Taryn into the bowels of under Brooklyn. Devoid doesn't hesitate to jump in the pit and follow her.
Oh, I see.
Yes, there it is. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Here, wake up.
I'm muting now, by the way.
All right. Man, oh man. Okay, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna say. I'm just. My first instinct is on it. I'm just gonna go with my first instinct. I'm gonna apologize because it's just one word. It's just one word. It's just one word. Ninjas.
Huh?
What did he write?
I wrote
ninjas.
That was just the first thing that popped into my head.
All right, that's it. I'm done.
Andrew Ray's quiz lore games. J-Rod says you still listening to Weezer, huh?
Actually, hey, Rivers Cuomo is the man.
I made it better, Todd.
But actually, no. To answer your question, right now, I'm listening to a lot of psychedelic doom rock. Bands you probably never heard of because you're not cool enough.
Oh, damn.
Todd,
yeah,
did you say I made your one-word thing better?
Ninjas flying monkey demons.
Like, are the ninjas like piloting the monkey demons?
No, they're ninja versions of the flying monkey demons.
All right, Andrew, go for it. Your turn.
Oh, good God.
I know what you're thinking. How do I follow this up?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know.
The bar is so high.
You know, all of time and space opens up, and every single type of character from every time period and every dimension appears on the street simultaneously.
All right, hold on a second. Where's the part the part about them waking up in the bar?
I think it's.
Don't even know anymore.
Okay, I see where it is. Okay.
This is weird.
We got to point her towards the her apartment. We got to point her so that she can head home.
Do we?
Yes, we do. She's got to get the package. She's got to, there's other things that are happening. Just trying to think. Maybe the bartender recognizes her. I don't know. My brain has melted. Todd, I honestly can't think of anything else right this second.
Whoa. All right. Well, you did. To be fair, you did add ninja flying monkey demons.
Yeah, where did I add that? It needs to be moved up.
Weezer is dope, by the way. You can call it if you. It's okay. You want to call it as your turn? We'll go to Flint.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm gonna move this up. Yeah, there we go. Now it's in the appropriate spot.
All right. That's your turn, Andrew?
That is my turn.
All right. Flint.
All right. I am.
Good luck,
typing.
sir. Good luck.
I have a thing. Actually.
All right.
And it sort of makes sense. I need a minute. Basically, the area I'm looking at is how does she react to this message from the Kingpin figure?
Mm.
Let me type that up real quick, and then I'll read it.
All right. So, Andrew, I have had requests to do comic book reviews in some of our live streams, upcoming live streams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think people are curious about some of the books.
Current comics or retro comics?
Well, most of mine are retro nowadays.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that'd be fine.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how we're going to pull this out. Hey, Dickensis, what's up? Dickensis is here. He says, here for the game alpha? Is this NFT? Yeah. Depending on the night, sometimes I wonder. No, this is we are at Lore Gaming. We are creating story, just brainstorming stories. You're welcome to pitch in. This is a complete community. This is the throwing spaghetti against the wall phase of creating stories. We've gone through the cycle a few times. In fact, the Blood and Metal was our first one. We went through the whole process, and it's actually a pretty darn good story. And now we're kind of at the spaghetti phase of Are You Sure? Which is another episode or another fixed point in time that triggers these, that gives us goalposts that we can kind of march on towards as we're building the universe. And I mean, we have ninja flying monkey demons.
Yeah. So, here's what I've got. So, hearing the message, how does Taryn react? Her reaction is basically concern and confusion. She doesn't remember being a most dreaded and feared blood queen, Taryn the Tyrant, and so on. She doesn't know what that means, but it doesn't sound good. Also, what the hell is a primordial?
How does Taryn react to this message? Right.
Not sure whether she still has amnesia here, but I'm going with it.
She should. Yeah, I think I like the. I'm starting to like the idea. I mean, this is a real crazy, quote unquote episode, right? Like, there's so many nutty things going on that I'm wondering if, I'm wondering. I usually try to avoid such an easy Deus Ex Machina, but if she woke up again at the end, this might help to make sense of things, right? Like, or something. I don't know.
Like woke up from the dream.
Yeah, like like she's stuck in this cycle, and as the adventure begins again, and then
it's like Groundhog's Day sort of thing.
Totally, and then I could totally see the last scene as like, pulling out, and it's like a and it's like one of the heroes, adult fantasy heroes, like looking at her like cage, her little like negative zone cage or whatever, her dimensional trap.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Oh,
That would kind of make some sense to this, right? But it's not my turn; it's Zach's turn. So I might actually go ahead and write that up for my turn.
My turn already?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Ninjas, flying, monkey demons. Okay, I can work with that.
Oh my god.
That's when you know you've got a good writer on your hands where they're like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. We got this.
Okay. Why are the ninja monkey demons loose? Loose in Brooklyn. Turns out, King of Hell has a younger brother who seeks to usurp his throne. He thinks the current King of Hell is a total wuss. Less Prince of Darkness and more Little Nicky. Does anyone not get that reference?
I remember Little Nicky. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He's formed an alliance with Taryn's sister. He provides the assassins. He provides the ninja monkey demon assassins. To act as a backup in case Taryn survives her encounter with the primordial. While Nina, which is Taryn's sister, gives him a special weapon. And an infinite holy water cannon. Infinite holy water cannon to use in battle against the hellish hordes in his quest to usurp his brother. Answer: the ninja monkey demons follow Taryn and D Void, keeping to the shadows and waiting until the time comes for them to strike. Okay, so how does that work for you guys?
Sounds good to me, man.
All right.
Hit it.
All right.
There we are. Why are the ninja monkey demons loose in Brooklyn? It turns out the King of Hell has a younger brother who seeks to usurp his throne. He thinks the current King of Hell is a total wuss, less Prince of Darkness and more Little Nicky. He's formed an alliance with Taryn's sister. He provides the ninja monkey demon assassins to act as a backup in case Taryn survives her encounter with the primordial, while Nina, Taryn's sister, gives him a special weapon, an infinite holy water cannon, to use in battle against the hellish hordes. In his quest to usurp his brother, the ninja monkey demons follow Taryn and Devoid, keeping to the shadows and waiting until the time comes for them to strike.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, you said ninja flying monkey demons. I just ran with it.
All right, so I'm going to go to the end, and I'm going to run with what I was coming up with before. Here's Zach. Oh, yeah, there you go. Thanks, man. I'm gonna say as the heroes. Well, no, I'm going to say, how do I want to frame this? Taryn wakes up again. Taryn wakes up. In fact, I'm actually going to do this. This will be cool. I'll say, Taryn wakes up in an isolated room, nicely decorated, organized, safe, secure, pulls out IV monitors, doesn't know where she is, why she's there, doesn't know who she is, hospital is empty, body is weak, hard to act, hard to move, drugged. As she begins to go through the same steps as before, it is revealed that this is in fact a crystal prison. A negative zone. General Steel and it's General Steel makes a comment about how she'll never be able to escape. And someone I'll just say off camera because I know off scene, mentions they really that the ninja monkey demons was a nice touch. All right. So Taryn wakes up in an isolated room, nicely decorated, organized, safe, secure. Pulls out the IV monitors, etc. Doesn't know where she is, why she's there. Doesn't know who she is. Hospital is empty. Body is weak. Hard to act. Hard to move. Drugged. As she begins to go through the same steps as before, it is revealed that this is in fact a crystal prison, a negative zone. General Steel makes a comment about how she'll never be able to escape again. Someone off camera mentions that, quote, the ninja flying monkey demons was a nice touch.
Cool.
That's really awesome.
I dig it.
Cool. All right, Drew, your turn, bud.
All right, I'm inserting mine after the flying monkey demons are preparing
He said insert.
Oh my god.
I'm adding this part of the story right after Zach says the ninja flying monkey demons are preparing to strike.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? The ninja flying monkey demons strike. Devoid kicks ass, and Taryn, overwhelmed by the graphic violence, begins to remember her past, her numerous bloody battles, and hundreds of thousands of slain enemies. Taryn joins the battle, and back to back, she and Devoid annihilate the ninja flying monkey demons. Taryn shows why the title Blood Queen fits her.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
All right.
Let's see. This is there it goes.
I like the Happy Death Day twist. You know,
What's the Happy Death Day twist?
it's like Groundhog's Day. She keeps reliving
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, brother. Flint, your turn.
Yeah. So why has Taryn been trapped? So I figure it's a punishment for something, right? And my thinking is it's because Taryn tried to release the primordial, and as punishment, she's forced to relive the day she tried and failed to release the primordial over and over again, trapped inside the crystal.
So would this be at the very end, like the explainer, or would this be?
Yeah. Like it's kind of a tack on to what you wrote.
Cool.
So you go through this whole day with her that ends with her maybe trying to release the primordial and failing. And then we have what you wrote. She goes to sleep and wakes up. So there you go. It's on.
Oh, awesome. Okay. They gave me kind of a little bit of an idea.
Ooh. I didn't write a scene. I kind of figured it was part of what you wrote previously. So
sure. Awesome. Zach, your turn. We got about another, just FYI, we got about another 10 minutes. So we'll cut it off at about 10:30 Eastern.
Okay, then I'll make this quick. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I like that. It's she's basically been in there for I don't know how long. She keeps reliving the same day. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Then I'm going to this one here. A3, a rip into space opens, and we find pink wasp jumping out and above a black star. So can I move that to the end?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Who created that? Was that you, Avery, or
that was Andrew? Yeah.
All right. I hope you don't mind me, hijacking your event, Avery.
Go for it.
Well, that's Andrew. Avery's not here. That's okay.
All right. Sorry.
That's all right. People confuse me with him all the time.
Oh, sorry, Andrew.
We're about the same height.
I've never met you, but okay. So, question. I don't know why I said that.
Hey, you're awesome, dude.
Why do they return to Earth?
Oh my god.
Nina has hired them. Nina has called in a favor. She wants them to rescue her sister from the crystal prison. So she can execute her. So she can execute Taryn herself and secure her hold on the throne on the 9 worlds of misery and the endless ravening horde. Okay.
All right.
Answer. Pink. That's pink wasp, right? Yep. Pink wasp and stand perpetual. And Stanwell perpetual. Approach a prison. Approach a top secret facility on the dark side of the moon. Actually, dark side of the moon. They arm themselves and prepare to attack. Then below, to be continued.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. Good stuff.
Cool.
Excellent. So, my up. So we don't have. We have this kind of this hole here where, we've got the Dead Awakening now, ninja flying demon things, monkey demons. We've got this cacophony of crazy, which is cool. That could actually be something. So, but we haven't established like how it's resolved really. So I'm thinking I'm just going to insert something we can kind of. It's going to cause something dominant.
Didn't we decide how it was resolved? Is that it keeps happening over and over again?
Yeah. But I mean, like the Dead Awaken, and then there's like all this stuff happen. Like I think that part actually has to like that. It's a story within a story, right? So I think that story has to have a conclusion.
Well, maybe the first story is ninja demon monkeys, and the next time she wakes up, it's zombies. And the next time she wakes up, it's something else. And she's stuck in this loop of chaos and horror and whatever.
Maybe. I think what I'm looking at is like zombies.
I'm just trying to help you wrap up. That's all.
No, it's good. A massive pile.
You're good.
I have two things actually of zombies. Lay at Taryn's feet. Bodies of, I'm just gonna say heroes because I don't really know. Are mixed in and peeking out from under the rubble. Under the rubble. She's finally won. And then, because it's all a dream anyway. And then I also thought when we had, when Flint said, "Why has Taryn been trapped?" Taryn tried to release the primordial. As punishment, she is forced to relive this day. She tried and failed to release the primordial over and over again, trapped inside the crystal. I'm going to edit that, and I'm going to add just says General Steele replies like it's a question. I thought she's excuse me.
Bless you.
There we are. She's also my ex. So General Steele's ex.
Interesting.
And then I say, he said with a smirk.
Wow.
Right. No idea. We've got time. Let's to do. You know what? We started with Andrew. We've got a few minutes to see how far we get. But we may end up ending with Andrew, depending. So go for it.
I just want to say I think you all did a fantastic job this evening. I mean, some of the ideas are just exploding out onto the screen, and I want you all to know. Hold on a second. I want you all to know how proud I am that you guys came tonight, that you showed up, that you brought the creative, you brought the ideas. What time is it? Okay, and you're I have no other way. I have no other way to end this thing, man. I think it looks great.
All right.
So
Okay, well, we'll do this. Does anybody else want to?
I want to wrap it up by saying thank you guys so much for contributing this evening. You guys did a great job.
Yeah,
and if Todd
filibustering,
and if Todd doesn't tell you how wonderful you are.
Anyway, there we go. So he's been muted.
And Todd, I just want to say that the flying ninja monkeys was just such a nice time.
So Flynn has been muted as well. No, you guys. Does anybody? I can't. I actually can't unmute Drew. He muted himself. But does anybody want to finish up, or should we call it?
I think that might be a wrap.
That's a pretty.
It might be a wrap, dude. I'm starting to fade.
That's good. I gotta say, that's a pretty impactful. It's been a pretty dramatically impactful.
Honestly,
game. This is crazy.
I love this story. I absolutely love this story. I just want you to know
it's really out there, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
the Walking Dead beginning, the twists and turns that we took, and then the fact that it does the reliving the story over and over again at the end. I just absolutely love that.
Ray just says nope.
Ouch.
I don't even know what that's in context for, but I just love it. That's a great response. I think he was responding to like anything to add.
I think it's all of this.
I think it's all of it.
Just nope to all of this. The entire process.
I personally think it just encompasses the entire.
Honestly, I think there's only one thing left to say.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That was dropping the microphone. Come on.
Yeah.
I was trying. Come on.
Well, guys, I think that was excellent. I do think it's pretty interesting. I think there's enough there that we can start to weed things out and start to definitely maybe next time push it through the story circle. It definitely seems like we needed another night of kind of spaghetti play.
Yeah.
Certainly, I think next week, as we go through it, if we choose to go through Are You Sure through the story circle structure, is going to be pretty fascinating. I think there's some good stuff in there. Why not? Like when everything goes crazy, you might as well turn it into like some kind of nightmare scenario. If you're going to ramp it up, if it's a crazy thing, you ramp up the crazy dial to 11. Very good stuff. Awesome. Well, with that said, I want to thank all of our panelists, guests. You're not really a panel, players. No. All of the players, Andrew, Flint, Zach. Thank you guys so much for being here. Everybody in chat, thank you guys so much for being here. This has actually been our first official public lore game. This one actually went out to everybody as opposed to just invite only. And it went well. We've been doing this now for a while, and we have some of the kinks worked out. There'll be some more kinks, I'm sure, because there's more steps beyond this. But this was fantastic. So thank you guys again. Thank you, everyone. Just so you know, after this, we tend to move over into Discord, and we have an after party, and there's games, there's cake. Andrew will be serving ice cream. No, there are games though. We do play games, and it's a lot of fun. So with that, thank you everybody.